first generation Latin American. So I was born
Mm-hmm.
here, but my parents are from Mexico and I'm Mexican. My mom's from the capital of Mexico, and my dad is from Arcelia Guerrero. So it's like a different little like state within Mexico. I was born in California, and then we moved up here in Washington, and we grew up here. My siblings were born here too, but we kind of like try to maintain as much as we can culturally, just because it's not something we want to lose. And then also, I always try to practice my Spanish wherever I can or whoever I can with. Like for example, at my part-time job right now, like we have a lot of Hispanic people
Mm-hmm.
in the kitchen and like helping out. And so I always try to help them with their English and then, with me and my Spanish and stuff. So yeah, kind of
That's
keep it alive.
wonderful.
Yeah. I think recently, I kind of talked about this. Uh, I spoke for like the Costco scholarship
Mm.
and to help them get funding because I just graduated from my university. And we were talking about how um, me when I was younger, we were like homeless for a little bit and for a while, and we lived in a trailer. And mis papás hacían like tamales y comida, and we would go outside. And in the winter, we would go out and sell the food, and it was just to be able to see my parents and the sacrifices that they made. It kind of pushes me to be like, you need to go out for what you want to, you know. So I think that's, and then just the type of atmosphere, the way that you talk about how like just diversity, you don't really see that, because growing up, I saw like a lot of, you know, uh, like Latinas or that looked American or like that didn't look too much like me or like you. And I think that's also really cool too. So yeah, so much. We only said goodbye with words I've done 100 times. You go back to her and I go back to you. We only said goodbye with words I've done 100 times. You go back to her and I go back. I did go to a very diverse high school. So we had our high school was kind of like the poor high school, and it's like really near the airport. I don't know if you know, it's Tai. Like,
Yes, I
yes.
know Thai.
And
Mm-hmm.
we had a lot of students who were immigrants from everywhere, from Saudi Arabia, from I think it was Guatemala. We had people from Mexico. We had people from uh, Africa. We had people who were Somalian, and so our school was very inclusive, and we got to learn and just be around each other. That it was so normal to just see so much diversity, and I think that was really beautiful. Although we, lacked in a lot of different areas. I always tell people about that it was just such an amazing experience to have because when it would come around Ramadan or like everybody else's holidays, we would be like, oh, okay, they're doing this, what can we learn, about them, or how can we respect them? And in a way where we're also like, when we shared ideas, we kind of were like, don't fight the person, like learn to understand and challenge ideas, but in a respectful way. Like, I think it's like really cool. I have a coworker right now. He's very like philosophical, and we talk about like, oh, do you believe in God? He doesn't believe in God. Some of us do, and so just having those conversations, we learn about like so many different things, and I think it's very cool. It doesn't take. I don't want to ever take away from somebody else, and I don't want them to ever feel like they are we're intruding on anybody, and so just also being able to make people feel comfortable being who they are too. That's just not only just philosophically, culturally, but it's also like with like sexual orientation and stuff, like those are all things that are very normal. I went to Seattle University. It was like a private um private like Catholic or like religious school, but they did a really good job with also being really inclusive to the like LGBTQ community and everybody else. So I think that was that was like really beautiful that it was in academic spaces and workspaces that we all learned how to do that too. So yeah, I'm
Yes.
very comfortable. So I've met people, all types of people everywhere. So it's good. It's good. Yeah, I'm
Thanks for
excited.
sharing.
Music is like math. It's like complex and there's so much going on at once. And I think with us, we're complex people. There's so much that goes on with us as well. And, you know, a musical performance trope like building bridges allows us to kind of, despite language barriers or styles, we're like unified through, something that's so unexplainable, and it makes us curious about learning and others, and it also wants us to just continue to be a part of that, and be passionate and give our all into it. So yeah. Building bridges between us won't break the walls of fear. Building bridges between us won't break the walls of fear. There is a place to go, a place where my love flows. No room for hate, no turn away. This world is just one love. Your hand is on my head. Let me to think of faces. Now tears be joyful, now voices be cheerful. This world is just one love.
Thanks for make your own interpretation. So like you put it lots of yourself on there, like not like you only follow what you heard, but you in that music. It was great.
Um, I was when I first heard it, I was like, wow, this is different from normally what I listen to. So I was like, okay, but I was like, wait, let me give it a couple listens, and like, because it one time is not enough. You gotta keep listening to it over and over. It's like when you try food, the first bite is not enough. You gotta take another bite, another bite. And then I started listening to it and I was like, this is new and I like this, and I like the message that it gives. It was, about um like coming together and unification, and then when you guys said don't need to think of fences, it was like we create those fences in our minds. Sometimes we have these stereotypes, we think bad things about certain types of people when we don't even let them in or give them the chance, and that's creating those emotional and mental barriers to not allow us to open ourselves up and meet new people and bring people together.
How a program like this could support you.
So to start off with, music, art, maybe acting some days, all something that I want to be a part of. I wasn't able to, I wanted to go to art school, but, because of financial barriers, I wasn't able to. But I'm also passionate about business. And so I went to school for business, and I do want to get that business background, but I feel like having that business background knowledge, but also music, like I want to be an artist and a businesswoman as well. I feel it sounds big and it sounds crazy, but I feel like that's where I want to be. And for many years I've been searching where I can develop and I can have somebody, help me grow, because I know although I may have like a little bit of talent or I can sing a little bit, there's I can always be better. And I haven't had somebody who has pushed me and been like, you know what? You're terrible at this part. You need to grow. You need to be better. You need to work harder. And I'm not saying that you guys need to be like that, but I'm saying like I haven't had somebody to coach me, or where I can have other people who are in that same path where they also want to be in music. I've seen in like churches and like weddings, basketball games, and like talent shows, but I didn't really have the opportunity there. There was always just kind of something that kind of like, where I was kind of like put aside. And even my mom was like, I don't know if you know how to sing. She's like, because I don't know anything about music. And so then I was just kind of very doubtful about all that stuff in the past. But this is definitely something that this is my like leaping. This is my time where I'm like putting my all and I have to explore this because if I don't, I know I will regret it and resent it. And I have to, it's kind of just that time where I've waited so long for, something like this. And it's come along. So yeah. But yeah, essentially an artist and a businesswoman, develop my skills and build my portfolio to be like legit. Like, okay, she's an actual artist, Okay. She's doing something. Yeah, even if it's singing to birds or something, so anything. But yeah, yeah. Hi, my name is Sharol Fernández Hernández. What inspires me to build bridges through music is the profound shifts that music can make in us to want to be a better person, to change, or to just love and care and express our feelings. And if I were to change the world, I would bring just love and peace in people's hearts to be able to just enjoy the moments that they're in, not to be worrying about the future or the past because of money or people who have hurt us, and just kind of like take away all of that. And I feel like that would bring so much unification wherever, and and bring more, happiness, bring education to people, bring knowledge to people to um, kind of stray away from all these like negative thoughts and feelings and just rebuild together. We only said goodbye with words I've done 100 times. You go back to her and I go back to you. We only said goodbye with words I've done 100 times.